All right, we're looking at transformations, packet 1, page 3, rotations. So if the center of rotation is not given or provided for you, then you're going to use the origin to be that center of rotation. You have to know what the center of rotation is. Also, you have to know the direction that you're going to rotate. So counterclockwise, I abbreviate it CCW, is going to be a positive rotation, and it's going to rotate towards the left against the way the clock hands turn. Clockwise is a negative rotation, and it's going to go to the right, and it's going to go in the direction that clock hands move. So when we look at our pre-image, I've already graphed it here in quadrant 1. Now, to do this rotation on this next one, we're going to go 90 degrees counterclockwise, and we're going to rotate around the origin because I wasn't told what the center of rotation is. So the one type of notation you can use is a capital R for rotation. Provide the center of rotation. I'm going to put O for the origin. If it's a special order pair, you're going to write the order pair. And we are going counterclockwise, so it's positive, and we're going to go by the amount of 90 degrees. And these are subscript of the capital R. So in order to figure out what these order pairs are going to do or what's going to happen, there's a pattern you need to be looking for. I'm going to put my pen tip here at the origin, and I'm physically going to turn my paper 90 degrees counterclockwise. So this original point that was at 6, 7 is now going to be at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So negative 7 and a positive 6. 2, 3. This point right here is now at negative 3, positive 2. And this point that was at 5, 1 is now at negative 1, positive 5. So this becomes negative 7, 6, negative 3, 2, negative 1, 5, and negative 7, 6. So what's happening to the function rule, the original xy, the original x coordinate moved to the y's location. So the original x becomes the new y value. And the original y value changed signs and moved into the new x position. So this would be the opposite of y. In the next column, we're going to rotate 180 degrees counterclockwise. And when you rotate 180 degrees, it really doesn't matter the direction because 180 degrees counterclockwise is going to give you the same result as 180 degrees clockwise. But I'm going to do the notation. Capital R is for rotation. A lowercase r is for reflection. So capital R around the origin, and we're going to go 180 degrees. Oops, I forgot to graph that first one. So let me graph that first one. So negative 7, 6, negative 3, 2, and negative 1, 5. All right, so now to do the 180 degree rotation, I'm going to rotate my paper 90 and another 90. So I'm at 180 degree rotation. So that point that was at 6, 7 is now at negative 6, negative 7. The point that was at 2, 3 is now at negative 2, negative 3. And the point that was at 5, 1 is now at negative 5, negative 1. So let's talk about what happened with our x and y coordinates. From the original, the x, all of these x coordinates became opposite signs, and all of the y coordinates became opposite signs. So this is negative x and negative y, or the opposite of x and the opposite of y. And let me graph those. So -6, -7, -2, -3, and -5, -1. And now we're going to rotate 270 degrees counterclockwise around the origin, positive 270. So again, I'm going to look at my graph, put my pen tip at the origin, and rotate 90, 180, and another 90 puts me at 270. So now these points here, that point that was at 6, 7, is now going to be at +6, -7, +7, -6. That's +7, -6. The point 23 is now going to be at +3, -2. And the point 51 is now going to be at +1 and -5. So what happened from the original to the new? The Y's kept the sign, but they moved to the new X spot. And the original X's changed signs and became the new Y location. So it becomes Y -X. And let me plot those. So we have 7 -6, 3 -2, and 1 -5. So we've taken the pre-image and rotated it 90 degrees, taken the pre-image, rotated it 180 degrees, and we've taken the pre-image and rotated it 270 degrees. Those all went clockwise. Now, if I continue to rotate another 90 degrees, that's going to give me a full rotation, and it's going to bring me back to my pre-image. So those pre-image values are going to be the same as these image values. So that 6, 7 is going to be right back at 6, 7. 2, 3 is going to be right back at 2, 3. 5, 1 at 5, 1. 6, 7 at 6, 7. So the original X or the new XY are the same as the original XY.